Hey guys, Mike Teaches Programming here and welcome to a new Java tutorial. In today's episode we're going to be looking at the extends keyword. So let's get right into it with an example of why we would use the extends keyword. So really what you gotta think about here is the kind of relationship between objects. So let's say we're making a school application. Okay, so we need to create models around the different types of teachers. So let's say we make a math teacher, and let's say we also make an English teacher. Okay, and both these teachers belong to the same school because we're making an application for the school. So let's go school is equal to I. Okay, now what we have to do now is we have to duplicate this variable and add it to the math teacher too. Now you can see here, if we have a big complex application, there's going to be a lot of duplicated code. So this is where the inheritance comes in and the extend keyword comes in. So there's two things we've got to look at here. What's a parent? What's a child of that parent? Okay, so a subclass or a parent class. So let's create a parent class. So we're going to create just a teacher. And inside here, we're going to have all of the generic variables that belongs to each and every teacher. So one, for example, would be the school that they belong to. And another thing that would be similar is the location of the school. Okay, so location of school. Just something, for example, that I can think of, and it's going to be in let's type in here. So there's two kind of two generic variables that every teacher will have. So let's create our constructor. Let's generate our getter and setter, and we will generate our constructor too. Well, we don't really need to, but we'll throw it in there for now. And yeah, we can do that too. Well, we don't need to do that actually, so that's fine for now. So this is our parent class, and what the parent class holds is information that's generic or the same for each and every child class that we create. So we can see here that English teacher and math teacher would be children of the teacher class. So how do we make them children? So what we do is we type in public class math teacher, and then we use extends and we type in teacher. So now you can see what we can do is let's create a constructor. Okay, just a math teacher. If we go into main and we type in math teacher math is equal to new math teacher, and then we go cout our system out.println math dot, and you can see here that we have our two generic variables. We have access to those variables. So let's give that a run. And you can see here that, the name of the school that the math teacher belongs to is High. So again, for the English teacher, let's do extends, and we'll do teacher again. And we'll take out this guy, and then we can generate a constructor. And let's go again. So what we're going to do now is create an English teacher. English teacher, and we'll go English teacher is equal to new English teacher. And we'll duplicate this and we'll print out the English teacher. English teacher.getSchool, and you guessed it, we're going to get High twice because they're two of the same variables. Okay, so now what we do, if we want to, what about if one of the children classes has something unique to it? So let's do that. So in math teacher, they're going to have a subject, private string subject is equal to math, because they teach math. And let's copy this again for our English teacher. And what they're going to have is their subject, and they are going to teach English. And let's create getters and setters for the children class. Getter and setter. We only really need a getter because I don't really need to set this. So again, you need to think about what access or modifications you need to make to the variable. But just for demonstrations, we'll not look into that. So let's duplicate this twice again. Okay, and we'll go math teacher dot get subject. Check, and we'll go English teacher dot get subject. And now we can see, if we run it, we'll have two variables, these two, coming from our parent teacher class, and we have the two unique variables coming from each of the individual children class. So again, what you need to know for extends is that you always have a parent and you always have a child class. Okay, so our parent in this case is teacher, and what it does is it holds variables that are the same for each of the children. And then for the children, we can have unique variables that only relate to that child class. And you can see this down below. So again, thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed. And maybe for the next video, we'll talk about abstract classes. But yeah, let me think about what to do next. And like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.